Hi guys, I have a problem here with my Ninja 650. So this is a 2024 model, and this is what I got here in the Philippines. And I'm saying this in English because I think we have a lot of Ninja 650 outside the Philippines that probably can help me out. So what's happening is that I have a check engine light here. Okay, so it just turned on. Should be able to see, for those who have a newer model, I think you can see the code when you set this under auto. And for those of you who doesn't know how to go to that, you can just click on the left side button and just make sure you go to the auto meter. So I've been running about 8,000 kilometers now. I have this bike for more than a year, and to get the code, the error code, is you just press the two buttons here simultaneously, and that should give you the code 67. So I did a research about this, and it looks like it's a heater problem with the O2 sensor. So let me just turn this off real quick. Okay, so for the guys, especially beginners just like me, and doesn't really much know and too much dependent of the mechanic in fixing the bikes and other things, I guess this would help you a lot. So the O2 sensor is located connected to your exhaust pipe. So I'm not sure if you can see that. That should be somewhere right there. There's a wire running here. That's your O2 sensor. Alright, so let me just check if I can. I'm not sure if you can see that. So that's it. So the wire goes here, and then at the back of this chain cover, right? So most of the I did some research in ChatGPT, Copilot, and large language model, and it looks like it's pretty much common in Kawasaki bikes. And the possible cause is that, just in case for you guys, if you change your exhaust pipe. So I did change my exhaust pipe right here. It's a Yoshimura Alpha. This is not original. This is a replica. It's pretty much common here in the Philippines. And what I did is I cut this part right here where the original underbelly exhaust, and kept the catalytic converter, because it's a strict regulation here in the Philippines. You need to keep the catalytic converter if you want to do an aftermarket exhaust, and you have to put a silencer here. So I didn't put that. I'm not riding soon, so I guess I don't need that for now. Anyways, so what's the irony is that, although that's the common issue, common root cause for this, but ironically I already have that error code, the check engine light, even before I change the exhaust pipe. So there it is. So if you want to see that when I turn it on, let me just turn it on. So even if you turn that on, it doesn't go away, so that the check engine light. Anyways, so I did a little bit of research of root causes. It's because I changed the exhaust pipe, but ironically I had that check engine light even before I changed the exhaust. Randomly it appears and randomly it disappears. Right now it didn't disappear for about 2 or 3 months already. It's not that alarming because I'm not using the bike really often. And code 67, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong for this, it's the heater sensor of the O2 sensor, and it doesn't really alarm me for the engine, I guess, if back for a better word, I guess. So although it's not alarming, but it's annoying to see there's a check engine light, so I'm gonna replace that soon. I also did a little bit of research, and it looks like it is compatible to have the Ninja 400 and Ninja 500 O2 sensor to be used for Ninja 650 or 650 and Z 650. So it's just compatible, so we can use that. And before I bought and ordered that O2 sensor, I also did a little research that there are two types of O2 sensor: the wide band and narrow band. It looks like older model have a narrow band. It's just sending a signal for lean or rich mixture of air and fuel. And a wider band is more accurate, but I would assume that's also quite expensive. So luckily we only have the narrow band, and hopefully we can replace that. To replace that, by the way, is that common practice. I would suggest you remove this and then you remove the wire before you turn this, so that you will not damage the wire. But since I would assume this is already damaged, and we can just remove that. But the best practice is remove this chain cover. You have to trace the wire and carefully remove it before twisting and removing that. So I'm gonna show that to you later, or in the next video in detail, so that it would definitely help you guys. But then again, if you have some comments, if you have some suggestions, just let me know, and I'll see you around in the next video.